Alrighty guys, welcome back for another Dokkan battle video. Now today what I actually wanted to do was go ahead and showcase this in Gotenks right here. Now for those of you who know and have watched me for a while, you guys know Int Gotenks was a very sought after unit for me. This is a unit I most definitely really wanted. He is a unit that I talked about a lot ever since his release. I love this unit. And finally, he is mine. So anyways, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at this Int Gotenks right here. Again, I think he is a fantastic unit. Unfortunately, again, they really kind of cucked this guy. You know, because overall, I mean, he's a fantastic unit, like I've repeated many times now, but he does have, you know, of course, some issues that he does run into. Mainly his leader skill is really not that good. It's really bad. But I mean, other than that, man, like, this guy's links are great, his transformation is great, his base form is kind of bad. Again, his base form is really not that impressive, but again, his Super Saiyan form and his Super Saiyan 3 form are absolutely ridiculously powerful. And so again, he is completely 55%. We do have equipment on him. Again, like, anytime I get a unit that I really value and I really like, I will absolutely go ahead and put a, you know, equipment on them, even if they are 55%. Because again, this guy's been out for a while. He was the Dual Dokkan Fest for JP, I think, of 2020, or I think he may have been 2021, but I think he's 2020. Yeah, so he's 2020. He came out with Exchange Boo, again, the infamous Exchange Boo, because Exchange Boo's like completely garbage. So yeah, complete level 1 links. He's on quite a bit of categories. Of course, we're not going to do all of them, as I typically only choose like maybe 5 or maybe even 4 categories to showcase him on. But yeah, again, let's go ahead. Let's hop into event. Let's go ahead and see what this Gotenks can do at the 55% level. Okay, guys, so now we're on the Special Pose / Youth category team. Now, the Special Pose team is the new category that this Gotenks introduced, and we're just going to take a real quick look at it. Again, Special Pose is really not that good, again, for many reasons, but for the main reason is, again, the inconsistency of the units. Now, again, you have, like, the Pride Troopers, you have, like, the Great Saiyamans, you have, like, the universe, I think it's 2 girls, like Ribrianne, Kakunsa, Rosie. Like, you have just a really weird roster of units, none of which really work well together outside of the Universal Survival Saga units with the Universe 11 guys, and then I think it's the Universe 2 girls, you know, Kakunsa and Rosie and all that. And then, of course, you have the Ginyu Force, and just, again, every single Gotenks. You know, this team is pretty bad. Again, it just needs a lot of work, man. Like, there really isn't, like, a good team build to go with this category, which is, again, the main issue with it. But, again, I think Gotenks himself is really damn good. Now, we do have a friend Gotenks. This is courtesy of Enemy. For those of you who know Enemy, he's a big guy, both in the Discord and then over on Twitch. And again, he actually was very kind enough to put his Gotenks, because again, no one runs this guy in the friend system. It's literally impossible to find a friend. So again, huge shout outs to him, and this, like, madman got this guy to full level 10 links. So again, it's kind of like a nice good comparison between a, you know, 79% Gotenks and a 55% Gotenks. Now, my Gotenks defense is 84k, basically 85k. Again, he does get 50% on Super, so that's going to put him like at around like 130k, around 125k, around there. And then, of course, as you guys can see, the defense on the 79% one is way higher at 103k. So again, Gotenks is a unit that does get significantly more powerful the more dupes you have. Again, so do keep that in mind. But I think even at 55%, I think this guy's going to be amazing. Again, 1 million, again, that attack stat by no means is crazy. The only thing we had active was going to be Fierce Battle, just because, again, B-Pan, like, shares almost nothing with Gotenks. So again, we're only going to have, like, that active. And then, you know, just a comparison, just a 1.3 million attack stat coming from that Rainbow level 10 link, or not Rainbow level 10 link, but 79% friend Gotenks. We're going to go ahead and float off this Goten. He's a Gifted Warriors support type unit, which, of course, this Gotenks is on. So we do kind of want to get him on rotation. Again, we're going to try to maybe get the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. Again, my big criticism with this Gotenks, other than just maybe his leader skill, is gonna be his transformation restriction. Because, again, you need to wait till, like, turn, I think it's, like, 7 or 6 to transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Which, again, that's a bit frustrating. I gotta be honest, that's really, really restrictive. And I think you have to be at a certain HP threshold as well. Yeah, you have to be 70% or more HP. Wait, did I read this wrong? Oh, wait. I think I'm looking at this. Did they change it? Or am I whack? 70% or more starting from the 4th turn after transformation, once only. Oh, okay, so essentially what this means, again, I was reading it wrong, but we have to wait 8 turns for Gotenks to transform, by the way. Because turn 4, so what that means is once you transform into Super Saiyan Gotenks, you have to wait 4 turns. And you have to be above 70% HP to transform into Super Saiyan 3. So the earliest we can get this, technically looking at it, because then it'd be turn 6, then be turn 8, then it'd be turn 12. Turn 12 is the fastest we can get this guy to transform. Like, it's not good. His transformation condition is not good. If not turn 12, I think it's like turn 8. So, again, either turn 8 or 12. Again, maybe my math is wrong and maybe I'm just rambling on, but again, Super Saiyan Gotenks is looking pretty good. He's already at 106k defense. Again, this guy is really, really powerful once he comes out. Super Saiyan Gotenks is. He's just an absolute behemoth. Now, I am going to go ahead and pull up him off on the Dokkan Wiki real quick, just because, again, I don't have his full passive memorized. His attack stat was much greater there, you know, at 1.6. And then Gotenks did a double super right there, which you guys are going to see, by the way, why this is really, really important for him. The fact that he's able to do, you know, like double supers, even at 55%, is because, again, his defense was 100k, and he greatly raised it twice. So doing the math right there, after his first super attack, his defense is 150k. Then he takes 50% of that because he did a double super, so his defense was 215k after the double super at 55%. And this unit is like 2 years old now at this point. So, again, keep that in mind when you're looking at Gotenks. If he double supers, it's a lot more than you think it is. And this is a pretty good rotation for the, you know, for the friend one who's at 142. And if this guy double supers, his defense is easily like 300k plus. Because if doing the math real quick, after one super, that's 210. And then if he double supers after that, that's 310k defense. Like, that's a lot. Okay, there you go, 310k defense. And if he does another one, that's 460. His defense would have been 460k if he got a third super attack in, by the way. Keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm going to quickly pull up this boy's passive just because, again, you're mostly going to see Super Saiyan Gotenks out of all of the transformations, which really sucks because, again, Super Saiyan 3 is disgustingly powerful. So yeah, again, so once he transforms into Super Saiyan, he gets 2 ki and 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Again, very, very basic passive. Again, he has a high chance of getting an extra 50% attack and an extra 50% defense. So he has two 50% chances. So again, that's probably the only downside to Super Saiyan Gotenks, is he is RNG based, where again, you can get really, really good numbers from him. But again, it's also like heavily RNG, you know, heavy, where again, he has two 50% chances of getting extra attack and extra defense, which we have support on here, by the way, given from the Goten, who's giving, I believe it's 40% or 30%. I don't have every unit memorized, but it's 40%. So I think we only may have gotten one defensive proc off. Because again, last turn when we were at like 100, like at 100k defense, I think we had both defensive procs on. So again, this is probably going to be the last turn we're going to see from this Gotenks, and then we're going to head on over to the next category team. But again, pretty good showing from Gotenks already. Again, his defense, you know, 115k. If he double supers again, like, this boy's defense is like easily like pushing over 300k easily. And then 1.9 right there, I would consider that to be very good, considering, again, all the stuff that he's doing. You know, his defense is really good. Another thing we didn't really talk about is that he has a 70% chance to stun on his super attacks. But again, because, you know, we're in the Dokkan boss event where, you know, you can't really stun the boss anymore at this point, we weren't really able to see that. But again, Gotenks does have that 70% chance to stun. And again, the fact that he gives himself a medium chance to launch a, you know, an additional super attack means that you have like two 70% chances to go ahead and stun, which is, again, a really good thing for Super Battle Road. So anyways, let's head on over now to the next category team with this Gotenks. Alright, so we're here on the time limit team. Again, Gotenks is actually on, I mean, like I said, a ton of teams. But again, he's also on time limit as well as Connected Hope, so I kind of decided to just like merge the two categories together. Just because, again, there's like an insane amount of categories like he's on. Like, I think just counting them, I think he's easily over 10 categories. So again, this Gotenks is really, really damn good. Alright, so based off of his defense, we didn't get any defensive procs on. Again, this can be a bit of an issue with him where, again, if you're not getting lucky and you're not getting like any sort of defensive procs from his passive, because again, his defense and base is 84,920, and again, he keeps that same 100% attack and defense from base and Super Saiyan with, of course, the two defensive procs, which, again, we didn't get because his defense didn't change. So, again, this can be an issue for him if you want to, like, I guess, like, nitpick and criticize him for that. But I think, you know, either way, his defense is going to be really good, just because, again, he has that ability to have a medium chance to go ahead and additional. I think that's going to easily make up for anything that Gotenks is, like, kind of, like, lacking in terms of the, you know, not, you know, getting the defensive procs off. Again, he also has, again, the 70% chance to stun is just really, really good. Again, there's no support on this rotation. 1.2 million, again, I will absolutely take that. Again, we're in the Videl event, so this this Gohan right here is like an infinite dodger, like Whis. So, you know, we are going to be able to go ahead and hopefully get to Super Saiyan 3, just because, again, on this team, we are on a full 170% lead team. Because I think Gogeta gives 170% to everything. If not, I think it's just attack and defense. I think it's... yeah, so it's at least 170 to attack and defense, which is what we want. Again, we're just going to continue focus firing on Gohan, just because, again, he's an infinite boss right here. Again, I'm going to try to get the two Super Saiyan 3 Gotenkses together, just because, again, I think they share literally everything except one link. Which, speaking of, again, Gotenks' links, they're pretty good. Again, the only, I think maybe one or two links that I would say really aren't that beneficial to him is Signature Pose and Fused Fighter. But outside of that, again, he's got things like Super Saiyan Golden Warrior, Innocence, Fierce Battle, Supreme Power, you know, very common links with other, you know, Gotenks units. Again, here we have, again, everything except Supreme Power, Golden Warrior, and Signature Pose. But again, once we transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I think we share everything except Supreme Power, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Again, we didn't get any defensive procs off again. You know, that's just us getting really, really unlucky. But again, you know, stuff like that will always happen. You know, that is just something that's built into the game, which is RNG. But again, like, even if he doesn't get it, you know, again, his defense is still really good, man. Like, for a 55% unit, like, his defense is really, really solid. Okay, so we didn't get the stun right there. Again, that's just us being unlucky. But again, either way, man, I just really love this Gotenks. He's just really good everywhere. Super Battle Road, again, his ability to stun is super great. Long events, you know, you transform into Super Saiyan 3 and, you know, get out of the way, because he's just gonna absolutely wreck everything there. Even in, like, some of the newer stages, too, because in the GT Legendary Goku event, Gotenks is in. So he's actually going to do pretty well against, you know, the bosses over there, which I think the final one is Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who is Tech. So, I mean, Gotenks being in, I mean, like, he's going to be able to tank really, really well in there. Alright, so we're going to try not to kill this Videl and Gohan, but, I don't know, man. Tech Gogeta, they always like to get their additionals. Hopefully... actually, no, yeah. I mean, we're not going to be able to kill him. I doubt it. Unless the friend, like, triple crits, like, triple supers, I think we should be good. Okay, good. Yeah, we're good. Cause that's my biggest pet peeve, y'all. Like, y'all know, I hate it when units, like, I'm trying to specifically not do something, and they just decide to, like, nope, we're just gonna destroy everything. We're just gonna, like, do that. Oh! Wow, this is actually a lot faster than I expected. And we got... Okay, so looks like we got both defensive procs to go off, because his defense is 127. So that means on the special post team, we only got one defensive proc. Wow, so his defense is way better. So I was underselling this guy. Because you take 50% of that, that's 187k. That's almost 200k at 55%. And if you double supers, half of 187, that's like 90... It's like 94, 93? That's like 270k. Like, that's really damn good. Holy shoot. This Gotenks is really good, guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but yeah, Gotenks is good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play the audio for this man's transformation. Again, if the audio is screwed up, that is my bad. Alright, so let's go ahead. Oh, that might be a little bit too loud. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the active skill. Boom. Alright. I did the wrong thing. Alright. So now we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks over here. Like I said, we have everything except Supreme Power. Defense is 84k. Again, the way this Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks works is he builds all of his defense from his super. Again, he only gets 100% attack and defense when he transforms. And then for the first 4 turns from the start in which he transforms, so basically from turn 7 to 11, Gotenks gives himself an extra 3 ki and 100% attack, and a great chance of launching an additional super attack. So essentially, this guy's going to be like double supering like every turn. And what's really good about that is because he greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns. So basically, this Gotenks is going to be like absolutely like destruction incarnate. Like, this guy is just going to be putting up a lot of damage, really, really good numbers. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's see what this guy's going to be putting up here. Again, his defense is 84k. He's going to be greatly raising it. So his defense afterwards should be 120, and then it should be like 100, around like maybe 160. Again, if he double supers, because again, you can get unlucky. I mean, his attack stat over there was like over 3 million. Now it's like 3.2. Again, really good attack stats coming from a 55% unit that's pretty old at this point. So again, he did get 2 attacks off, so his defense should be pretty high next turn. If we can somehow not, again, destroy this Videl, we should be able to see this guy's defensive stat. Because again, if he double supers again, and his defense is like 150k, then may God have mercy on this Videl's soul. Because number 1, she's not going to be able to touch him, and number 2, she's just going to get absolutely murked. So, yeah, good luck. Alright, please dodge. Thank God. Alright. Okay, Kefla. Looks like Kefla is in complete fodder. Which, by the way, I mean, Kefla is okay, man. Like, I just wish they did so much more with her. I mean, the new Kefla that released on JP is disgustingly broken. They just completely went off with her. Alright, let's see what your defense is at, buddy. 169. Okay, so to put this into perspective, after this guy's super attacks, we're just going to go ahead and give him that, but I'm going to whip out the good old calculator. Okay, so I'm just going to give you guys some perspective on this guy's defense at 55%, by the way. You divide that sucker by 2, and you divide that... Oh, wait, no, wrong thing. Okay. Alright, if this guy double supers, I will explain to you his defense, because it's insane. Alright, this might do a little bit of damage. I know this super attack does a lot of damage. Yeah, 230k. Any unit caught is going to get hit really hard. Super attack 3.5 million. Again, there's no support. This team has no support, so this is all just his raw power. Please double super. Okay, cool. 3.8, by the way. I hope you guys know that Gotenks' defense is 339 and 680,000. So let me quickly show that right there. Yeah, that's Gotenks' defense because he's getting 50% on super. So he has 169k. You cut that in half, that's 84,920. But he double supered. So there's 2 of those. So he essentially just massively raised his defense, making his defense 300 and essentially 40k at 55%, by the way. Just, you know, letting you guys know that it's only 55%. And this Gotenks can get even higher because he has no dupes. So anyways, let's head on over now to the next category team. We are back with Gotenks once more. This is going to be a pretty long video, though. I did not expect it to turn out this way, but I am a very, very big defender of this Gotenks unit because I hate seeing my man getting slandered. So anyways, we are here on a really, really damn good rotation. We have a ton of support with for Gotenks here. We have, I believe it's 30% from High School Gohan, and then it's another 30% from the great Saiyaman Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So anyways, his defense is 110k. Again, it's pretty good. We don't have a lot of links active here, but again, base Gotenks really isn't that impressive. Again, that's probably the only downside to base Gotenks is he only has the 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. He has nothing other than that. That's literally all he gets. But again, you only get Gotenks for 1 turn, which is the nice part. Scam likely call, get out of here. But yeah, man, again, base Gotenks is not too good, but, you know, Super Saiyan Gotenks is basically the guy you're going to see most of the time, so I think it is fair to kind of, like, dismiss his base form, kind of. But anyways, we are here on the Majin Buu Saga team. Again, the Buu Saga team is easily going to be Gotenks' like, probably best team ever, just because, again, you have this unit right here that is just really good with Prepared for Battle, Saiyan Lineage, and Shocking Speed, like a really, really killer link set. So he is also going to be able to link up well with Gotenks, because I think Gotenks has Super Saiyan. He's got like things like Fierce Battle that he's going to share with them. Let me go back. By the way, I have the wiki over here, so that's why if you guys see me turning over here, it's because I'm looking at the wiki. Because I don't have everything memorized, man. I'm not quite at that level. Alright, so we have Super Saiyan Gotenks here. We're going to have everything except Signature Pose and Supreme Power. Again, we do have support, 30% coming from the newly, you know, Dokkan Awakened, Great Saiyaman Super Saiyan 2 dude. Again, his name is ridiculously long. I don't even want to think about it. Alright, so his defense is 118k. We only have 1 defensive proc off because, again, we did see him get even higher to like 127 with no support. So Super Saiyan Gotenks right now only has 1 defensive proc on, so we are still missing the other. I'm actually just going to, keep these 2 as a rotation. We're going to float the support off because I think next turn we should have the Goten Gifted Warriors support. Alright, again, attack stat is not the craziest. Damage is really not this guy's strong suit. But again, defense is. Double super right there, 118k. Again, very easily, this guy's defense is over 250k. He got the stun both times, so, again, very easily. Again, I am just repeating myself at this point. He's just good, man. Like, there's nothing else I can say. He's just absolutely amazing. So, anyways, I think we're just going to get 1 more turn with him on this team, and then we're just going to head on over to the next one. Just because, due to time constraints, I don't want to, like, make this, like, a 50-minute video talking of me just basically talking about Gotenks, like, talking about how great he is, which, by the way, he is. Like, he's absolutely amazing, but, again, I doubt anybody wants to sit through, like, a 40-minute video or 50-minute video of me just going like, yeah, this guy's great. Because, again, we do have to acknowledge that there are issues with him. Number 1 is, again, probably this guy's passive. for Super Saiyan Gotenks. In my opinion, I don't think they should have restricted him with the 250% proxes for defense and attack. I think it should have just been 2 key, 150% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then he has, an extra 50% attack and defense on super. Like, that's all they could, that's all they should have done for, Super Saiyan Gotenks. But again, Dokkan is really quirky and they sometimes like to do these stuff. But, okay. Anyways, back on track. So we have the Gifted Warrior support. 40%, by the way, is massive, coming from this guy right here. Defense is 144k. So I think we do have both defensive procs off. Because again, with support, we saw him was like only 118k last turn. So I think we do have the 2 defensive procs on, plus the 40%. We're very, very beefed up right here. We're at 144k. So again, this is a super, super good turn for Gotenks, if not probably the best turn for Super Saiyan Gotenks that we're going to see. Because again, his full passive is active. Again, his defense is through the roof, being a 55% unit. So I can't wait to see what kind of damage this guy's going to be doing. Alright, Gotenks, give us a 1.9 million. Again, pretty solid. I will absolutely take that. And boom. Alright, so let's head on over now, like I said, to the next team with this Gotenks. And we're here on the... I'm actually going to call this the final team for Gotenks here. We are on the Hybrid Saiyan team. Now, this, of course, is a very, very powerful team. Hybrid Saiyans has just been constantly getting buffed. We have the Super Saiyan Goten and Trunks. We have, of course, the AGL Kid Gohan that we recently got over here. So, there's just a lot of units that have been added to Hybrid Saiyans, making this team easily probably one of the best in the game. And then, of course, the leader, Tech Ultimate Gohan is just an absolute disgusting beast. Like, this team is awesome, man. So, again, we do have support here on rotation, of course, coming from the Goten. Again, this Goten has easily become one of my most used support type units, just because, again, he's supporting such an amazing group of units here, because he's supporting the Super Saiyan Goten and Trunks, who I actually recently got, who before I didn't have. I actually recently got this guy as well, the Gotenks that's supporting, and, he's just been an absolute amazing unit as well. So 1.5 million there. Again, by the way, Gotenks' defense, I didn't show it, but I did check it beforehand, was 100k, so, his defense is really solid here at 150k, of course, after he super attacks. Again, just kind of like adding to what I've been saying is, this Gotenks is just good, man. Like, there's nothing really else I can just, like, talk about other than, like, just how amazing he is, because, I mean, he truly is, man. This, like, Gotenks is awesome. And, again, in my opinion, I think he's personally, for me, a top 10 unit in the game. Just, like, excluding, LRs and all that, because, of course, the LRs are just absolutely will outshine this Gotenks. But in terms of units, as a whole, for TURs, I really do believe this Gotenks still deserves to be in probably the top 10. Because again, my personal top 10 list would probably be number 1 is Super Vegeta. Again, we don't have Super Vegeta yet over here on Global. Again, he is coming. You best believe I'm going to be summoning for Super Vegeta, because there is no way in hell I'm going to be passing up Super Vegeta, because my man leads Pure Saiyans, guaranteed crits, guaranteed stun for 1 turn. Like, Super Vegeta's disgustingly broken. Again, it would probably be Super Vegeta, Z-Sword Gohan, probably the GT Dokkan Fests together. Then I think I'd put this guy there. Then I'd probably put Gotenks. Just because, again, this guy's on a ton of teams. He's just going to be helping out all over the place. Alright. Defense is once more 144k again. Just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, this guy is just so good, man. There's, like, no easy way of putting it. And then, of course, we do have the Super Saiyan Goten and Trunks in the back, like I said, that I recently managed to get as well, so I'm really happy about that. And then, attack stat, not too impressive, I gotta be honest, but, again, attack stats really isn't, the main focus of this unit. And, by the way, 5.5 million coming from these guys. Again, this unit, also, by the way, don't underestimate this unit. Like, this unit is super good as well. The only issue with that unit, I have to say, is just their leader skill is not the best. But again, they usually mess up the unit's leader skills more than anything. For example, Gotenks. Special pose. No. Probably the biggest mistake Dokkan has made is introducing that godforsaken special pose category, because my lord, was it just not a smart idea for them to do that. Special pose was not the move. I will still never understand what went in their head when they made that team. They were like, okay, we're gonna make a team where they pose, like their signature poses, but let's just not buff it and not give a damn about that team for basically the entirety of the rest of the game. That's great, Jim. I like that idea. Like, I just don't get it. Ooh, got a very spicy rotation here. Absolutely drenched in support. Yup, 135k. I think we only have one defensive proc off because, again, we saw him higher last turn. But, again, yeah, dude, I mean, there's nothing really else I can say other than, like, this guy's awesome. Like, I just love Gotenks. He's forever going to be in my heart, along with Tech Janemba, a unit that I consider to be severely underrated in this Dokkan community. Just a unit, in my opinion, that is just so much more deserving of credit, because he's just so good, man. Like, he's such a fun unit to use, and I think it's just criminal how much people underrate that guy, because, you know, he's just all around great, you know? Which, by the way, if you guys have any Gotenks, like, you guys should really, really use him. Like, he's just that good. I'm actually probably... Oh, wait, never mind. We can't do it. I was going to say, I was going to use Goten and Trunks' active skill, but for their active skill to activate, you need another Goten, Trunks, or Krillin unit on rotation with them. But, you know, of course, Z-Sword Gohan doesn't count, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get that one off. But, again, that unit, too, once you start building up the dodge in their passive, because they have to dodge, like, I think 5 attacks to build up a total of, like, an extra 3 key and 50% attack and defense, like, they just become really, really damn good, too. Because, again, they get 150% on super. So they're just, like, going to be really, really stacked. Ooh, this actually turned out to be a lot better than I thought it was going to be, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Ah, shoot. Did I do something again? Did I? Fudge. Yeah, everything should be good. What is up with this? Again, I'm going to try to get the audio for B-Pan's active skill and this, but I don't know why... Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it's going. That was my bad. Everything was working fine. It was just me. Alright, so just going to go ahead and get Gotenks' Super Saiyan 3 transformation off. Again, this is going to be like the final turn that we're going to do for him. And then we're going to go ahead and pop B-Pan's active skill. Again, this is going to give us the really, really big, attack buff. I don't think we're getting anything from B-Pan because we have Super Saiyan Innocence and Fierce Battle. Yeah, we're not getting anything from B-Pan. Defense is 101k. Again, he just gets all of his defense on Super. So we're just going to go ahead and give Gotenks that. That for Goten. And then nothing for B-Pan. Alright, so 4.6. Hey, that's pretty good. 55% too. 4.6. Oh shoot, I left the audio on, but Alright, even though we only got one super attack there, Gotenks' defense is still really, really good. Oh wait, I need to turn off the audio. But yeah, man, like 4.6 million. God damn, that's pretty good. That's really, really good. Because again, if he had gotten another super attack, I think he would have been pushing like 4.9, almost 5 million at 55%. That's pretty good. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and let's head on over now to the breakdown portion of the video. So anyways, guys, this is of course base form Gotenks' astounding fusion powers. His leader skill is special pose, 4 key, 170% to all stats, and then youth, 3 key, 170% to attack and HP, and 130% to defense. Again, youth. I mean, for youth, in my opinion, I think they should have made his leader skill special pose and youth 4 key, 170%, just because, again, youth is a category that really doesn't have too many leader skills. Again, if we take a look at it, the only other leader for youth is Dokkan Fest Kid Goku, the Int one, who, again, he has aged at this point. Again, he is a unit that's old at this point. He was released in like 2019, so again, power creep easily caught up to him. But again, overall, man, again, this Gotenks is like solid all around. There's like nothing this guy can't do. The only thing that you can criticize him is his attack. His attack may not seem that impressive, other than when you get him into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Then that's when his attack stat really begins to explode with power. But again, other than that, I mean, his defense is solid. Again, in 55% base, we saw him at like 84k, which of course, half of that puts him at around like maybe 130k, 125k after he super attacks. Again, not the craziest. Again, I know with the level of defense that some units have nowadays, but again, we do have to factor in the fact that he's like 2 years old now at this point, heading for 3 years, and again, he's only 55%, so like he doesn't have anything else in him other than like a level 5 defensive equip, which I put on him just because, again, I think the guy deserves it. I think he's really good, and he's just, again, a super top tier option to run on any teams. I think this guy's amazing. Passive in his base is very simple. 1 key, 100% attack and defense, so again, not the craziest. That's why, again, his base is, like I said, probably the worst part about him in terms of his card overall. Again, his base is just super basic. Now, this guy is super top tier. Once you get this guy out, get out of the way, because he is going to absolutely destroy everything. Because, again, this right here, 50% defense on super and a 70% chance to stun makes him the ideal super battle road unit. So, again, if you're struggling in some stages and you get this guy, he's going to be able to help you out, because, again, turn 3, 70% chance to stun. He gets multiple super attacks off, so he can, like, finish off one enemy and then stun the other. So, right there you can see like the value that this guy has with his multiple super attacks that he can do. Because again, he can actually get 3 as well if you have like 1 dupe or 2 dupes in him, and you give him like full additional. Like this guy can realistically triple super, triple stun, and then of course like triple raise his defense. But again, this guy's passive 2 key 100% with 2 50% chances of attack and defense. As you guys see there, he has a high chance of 50% attack, and then another one, and then same thing of course with defense. Again, with this guy's 2 defensive procs off, he got to 127k. Again, that's really good, considering that, again, he has the potential to double super, meaning his defense is like easily pushing like 250k plus. Because again, doing the math right here off the bat, let's basically put him, like, I'm gonna lowball this as well. 127, half of that, let's just make it 60. That's gonna be 187 after 1 super. After the second super, you just add another 80, and very easily you guys can see he's like, so if it's 180 and you add another 180, that's 260,000. So, like I said, he's easily clearing 250k defense at 55% with the double super, which is not that uncommon with him, because as you guys saw, we got multiple double supers in our showcase. So again, like, don't sleep on this guy. This guy's really good. Now, of course, Super Saiyan 3. This version of him, by the way, the sticker effect looks amazing on this guy. But once this guy comes out, get out of the way. He's going to crush everything. Again, all of his defense comes from his super attack effect, which is he greatly raises it for 3 turns. We saw this guy at 169k defense, which, again, is not uncommon for him to get, because, again, he has a 70% chance of doing another super, which, because it's a 70% chance, you're more than likely going to be able to see. We only didn't get it, I think it was on the last team, Hybrid Saiyans, but again, that's just something that really doesn't happen, all that much. But if you can, if you play this correctly, and this guy triple supers, because again, this guy has no dupe, so he has no ability to triple. But if this guy triple supers, his defense would have been like 200. No, his defense would have been like 200k if he triple supered. and then he greatly raises that. And if he triple supers again, his defense would have been like 500k, because 50% of 200k is like 100k, and if he gets 3 of those in one turn, his defense is like 500k, making him like literally untouchable. So again, very easily you guys are able to see how just amazingly ridiculous this guy is, but the only issue is the fastest you guys can get this guy to like go into Super Saiyan 3 is like turn 7 or turn 8, which again is the biggest issue I have with him. That is the only issue I have, is I will never know why Dokkan made this form so restrictive when it's so damn good. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is a beast. I love this unit. But you will only ever see him in long events. You will never see him in short events. You can see him in some Dokkan events, but you have to like really fight for it. Like even then, I was purposely missing super attacks. I brought really bad units that I have like put nothing into them. Like for example, the Great Saiyan Man Super Saiyan 2 version, his super attack level is 1. High School Ultimate Gohan, his super attack level is 1. Like I didn't really try to bring units that are good other than like just these guys. B-Pan does like no damage. Of course he's the leader, but again, I purposely bring units that I know don't do a lot of damage in order to force his transformation off. Like again, High School Gohan has like nothing, you know, in him. So again, that is the only downside, is you really have to fight if you're gonna be in a Dokkan event to get this guy to come out. But again, once this guy does, he just clears everything, he destroys everything. He's just easily the most impressive unit in the game, in my opinion, still to this day. But yeah guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.